Alright, all that's left to do is everything. Right, we're having another swing at this, and hopefully it's not another miss. I've made this shorter here, vertically, so that it'll hopefully use less metal, and so also hopefully avoid what happened last time, when I ran out of sodding metal. This time, as well as ramming around the base of the flask, I'm also trying to ram around the base of the pattern, so that hopefully I don't get the edges dropping out around the pattern, and hopefully that'll mean that I don't get the edges tearing out like I did with that good casting, because this is where, when I lifted the flask up, there's a small amount of sand drop out here, leaving a space that the metal came in there, creating this ugly part. So I'm hoping that if I ram around the base of the pattern as well as the base of the flask, it'll help reduce that. I've also really discovered the shortcomings of that rammer. It's too wide. I can't get in under the ribs with it. Hence why I'm using this file for the initial rough ramming under the ribs. Fun fact, this is actually one of the oldest metalworking technologies in the world. It goes back several thousand years. And yet we're still doing it this way because it's easy, it's cheap, and it costs very little other than labour. So Yamo, there's your fun fact for you. For a very long time in human history, right up through the Middle Ages until the Industrial Revolution, labour was cheap. Materials were expensive, good material like steel. It's only very recently that labour has become expensive, or I should say skilled labour. Bad news, I just got dropout on the cope. Try again. Let's find out if I wasted my time or not. Initial signs are promising. Let's see if I've lightened this enough that I can lift it. Nope. As the train engineer said to Jeremy Clarkson, keep shoveling. I was trying to avoid that, but oh well. Right, this is how they came out the sand. This is the old one. This is the new one. Old one didn't fill up to the top. So the sides were there, the top was not. This new one, the sides filled and the top filled and filled, got here and stopped. I'll turn it around so you can see better. So there is where it ran out of metal, annoyingly. So, looks like I'm going to be having a third go at casting this. Well, that's why it's called have a go and not succeed. I'm getting better with every try. I'm getting better. I can't really work with this because there's a gap. If I put a steel plate across like I'm supposed to, there'd be a gap of about 5, maybe 10 millimeters there, which I really don't want to shim because then the plate would no longer be straight. It would be out because the shim would never be perfect. Right, I've got the sand in here and I've added water to make up for the water that was lost when the sand was hot because of the molten metal. So I started digging in this end. I was really hopeful. Then I got to this end. Funny thing is, on the side here, if you hold it at the right light, you can see the very, very faint, where the glue ran down the side of the pattern. It's very faint, but if you're looking, you can see it. A bit of a pisser, but what can you do?